Yo-ho, good day, and welcome home to Blenholme for episode 2 of our Cities Skylines inspirational build. Today we are going to do some topography checks, pick up one more milestone, and mainly do a lot of planning and decoration, because that's what seems most important to me right now, since this city is not much to look at yet. So let's get on with our topography check first. We have our terrain heights checker here, and it shows us that we have built right up until where the terrain has started sloping up. So we're kinda lucky, because for on the slopes I wanted a different kind of neighborhood. It will be somewhat tiered, and I hope you will really like it, but we will not get to building that today. Today we're gonna try to finish blue tarn and fill out the flat area with it, if possible. And also we are going to increase the depth of this lake a little, because the banks are not quite filled up all the way. You have like steep, deep cliffs here. They make no sense to me because the water in this lake is not flowing, so it wouldn't have eroded this steeply into a normal ground. So let's get to that first and use our water source tool that we got from the Better Landscaping Tools mod, and drag this water spawn point up until right about, well, it's not drawn too many trees. Let's drag it up until here and have the lake fill up for us a little. So while that lake is filling up, let's also start drawing in some streets for fresh residents. Or let's first buy the extra tile anyway, because the neighborhood is gonna flow into it. We might as well own the ground. So now we can build up right until the highway, which will be way nicer, I hope. And that will be nice. So let's get to drawing in some streets, shall we? So let's start by giving ourselves a ring road to flow alongside the highway. It will mostly serve to give our people in the back of the neighborhood a faster connection to the nearest highway exit, because it will have quite a distance between exits for this highway, and probably for the suburb on the hill as well, because they won't get their own highway exit either, I think. Now let's connect some roads from the neighborhood to the ring road and extend our residential pattern in the process as well, and fill out our topographically flat area. And so we have the final shape of the neighborhood Tarnhall. It will become a quite uniform and boring neighborhood in my perspective, but well, we'll have to make do with what we get. There's boring neighborhoods in every city, so Blenholme will have at least one as well. I will later upgrade the ring road into a two-way highway for faster traffic flow, but we don't have that yet, so we'll have to postpone that. The neighborhood will have a size for needing multiple schools as well, so I'll have to factor that in at a later point as well. And let's not add too many connections to that ring road and go a little freeform for this one. Maybe one more street through, and that will be nice, don't you think? It connects in? Yeah. Well, no. Let's delete this road. That was one too many exits into the ring road. So let's also extend our Blenholme district to its new rightful border. We can always change it up later, but I don't think it will be necessary. And what we need mostly right now is industry. And I already told you about my I will if I have to policy on the container yards. So let's get some in there. Seems I have to. Let's give him a nice little square over here. And add in 2 fresh new growable 4x4 container yards. Because we love them so much, right? Yeah, we do. We don't. But we need them. So they're there. Let's hope that satiates a little bit of our demand. We will see in the near future, and now let's check up on the milestone we recently hit. So we're currently working towards 2400, but we got industry areas, park areas, landscaping, event policies, park policies. So those policies, most of them I will not use, because I don't think they matter enough to warrant their use. We got a few paths, a few more road types, industrial roads. Maybe we'll use them, maybe I'll skip that until a later episode. We got some waterworks, also probably for a later date. Fences, of course, will help make our city way more beautiful. A bunch of parks, a sports hall and gymnasium, though that's quite expensive, so not for now. We got high schools, which we will need. And yeah, the fishing industry as well, but I don't think we have the right proximity to a resource to warrant starting gathering it now. Let's check upon the resources. So there's light green over here for our fertile land, which is agriculture. It will be soon unlocked, I think. Some forest here, but I think I want that to be part of our city, so I will later remove that forest and just fill that area up with homes or whatever is gonna sit there. Forest on the other side of the lake will probably be industry. There's also some ore there, some oil on the east side of the lake, and maybe the forestry industry will be more towards this bay. So many options, so many choices, and so much time to postpone making them. So the 2 industry buildings don't seem to have mattered enough to satiate our demand, which is unfortunate, but we can always build some more, right, if we have to. we will. Maybe some 1x4 building over here will actually work for me. We'll have to wait and see what spawns in. So it will spawn in as a 1x1, which I don't like. Let's wait for a bit more, but maybe this will just not be what we need. No, it will still spawn a 1x1. I don't want that. I only wanted a 1x4 and nothing else. Maybe we can get something nice to spawn in here. We can try. So 1x4, and let's see. I think those assets are the most bearable next to the container yards ones. I just don't want any more smokestacks. Please, no more smokestacks. So we're having industry problems, but we're running out of workers as well. Maybe this is just an education problem and I have to build a solid high school for that. Let's try. We have the Institute of Creative Arts, I think it is. Yeah, over here. And of course it does not fit. Well, too bad, but not really that unfortunate. Would this one fit over here? Yeah, I don't think it will. So this one is way too boring. I'm thinking a road in the middle out of here. Let's turn off our road guidelines for this and just draw it out by 3 tiles, 4 tiles to either side, and then try our Institute of Creative Arts, which we don't have money for yet, but we can take the loan and it seems to center out nicely, so we will take the loan and we will build our Institute of Creative Arts. I think our citizens will love that. And we also can do some nice decoration to the area in front of it. We're just going to be snapping to the grid for this. And we're going to use the normal park fence. Just drawing out a nice rectangle over here. And both these rectangles will feature some colorful trees, which I think suit the Institute of Creative Art the best. You know, something creative, something artsy, and not too institutional. And that probably was a bad joke, but well, what do you know? You're watching an idiot stream. Did I just delete my... Yeah, I deleted my fence. I'll probably do it here too. And then I'll not bother with placing it again. Doesn't really matter that much. One side fenceless. And I think I'm going to have to redraw this one because it has to flow down. instead of up to keep our street lights on the outside of the pathways, which will only matter in nighttime shots, but we will get those in the future as well, so let's prepare for them, right? Let's also add in a few conifers to the outsides, and that's already quite a bit better. So let's get some more 3x2 houses down. One street of them will do, since we don't really have demand for residentials, but at least it will be something, and we do really need the residential growth as well to reach our next milestone. I think this will eventually turn out to be really good. It just takes some work to get it there. Let's also draw some water pipes in here, because otherwise these people won't have any chance of surviving, and we want them to. So some paths as well, and that will connect it to the rest of this neighborhood nicely. There's even some space for decoration left. Now we have our power issues sorted out. Let's go check up on the 1x4 industrial asset in the Dismal district. Oh well, this looks pretty cute. Let's keep it and place another one right next to it. I hope something slightly different but alike in texture spawns in. So this one I truly hate, and there's not even a reason for it to be there. There's no zoning there, so let's just delete it. So what are we getting over here? Something really similar in texture. It's exactly the same thing. Well, yeah, sure. Two of those next to the water purification plant. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. Then we could spice this area up a little more. So I'm thinking of continuing to use normal pavement paths for this one. And let's turn off the road guidelines. So I'm gonna draw in this first. Well, let's draw it out a bit further. Let's turn off all snapping but angle, then draw it out, then back in, then remove the older part of it. Oh, did it also reverse the direction of its light? Yeah, it did. Okay, great. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. And we can just draw in the other one on the other side of the high school. Like this. Really nice. And now we have this area freed up for some more commercial zoning. I think a 3x3 asset will do nicely here. And let's make the exterior edges of these paths lined with trees. I'm thinking the normal green trees with leaves, small ones. We're not going too extravagant on this area, I think. So one for this side. And for over here one line as well. And I think we should also connect the road up to maybe just a bit out and then connect it in. Yeah, that should be nice. And with this one we can line both sides. Wow, it's awful foggy right now, isn't it? But we'll have to deal with it. I'm keeping the weather on. So what did we get over here? Yeah, that looks great. Let's keep it. And then decorate up this part of the neighborhood so it looks finished, because we're not going to build anything over here anymore. So let's draw this fence over here and put some larger green trees with leaves next to it. A nice pair of them. And I'm actually quite happy they changed size on me. Maybe a nice pine in there too. Yeah, sure. I like that a lot. Now I think we should probably just add a good old windmill to the city. I hope it fits in here. It does not, so I hope it fits somewhere else better. Yeah, this seems like a good spot for a windmill, or at least as good as any. And we could also delete this part of the power cables for now. That should help with our power output, so we can normalize our budget again. Let's put it at 100%. I'm quite bad at fidgeting with these things. I'm sorry if it bothers you. Well, it's fine, I guess. And we might as well also add a small storage yard to this area, because we can, store the commercial goods produced here and distribute them from this instead of directly to our zone commercials. So we're storing this now, and it's 12 more jobs. Exactly what we need. Looks a bit better already. Let's hope this satiates our industrial demand a bit more, because we're still quite high on that and have no residential demand at all. Even though I really want to grow the city. Maybe I could actually change this up, since the water treatment plant is 5 wide. I have 1 space left over here. I could add another container yard if I added some space over here. So I guess I will. think it will be good for the town to have just a little bit more space. Just that one extra industrial asset. Oh, misclicked on the 3. And I can't seem to find my container yards, which is quite weird. Ah, there it is. So now we have that in place as well. Some more jobs for the people. Did I supply my usual residential zoning to the new neighborhood yet? No, I did not. So let's do that while we're at it. So how are we going to expand our town more? Maybe we should finally place that medical clinic. And this will also instantly burn us through our funds. So I guess it's a good time for a nice little detailing time lapse. Now let's just upgrade our loan, because otherwise I can't build what I want, and our town seems to need it to grow. Let's first get started with a nice little dog park, because we don't have one yet and people really need a place to walk their dogs. I think this should be a good location for one. And I see we still have power problems, probably because of the fog. Weather issues do tend to change power output, so I'll guess I have to re-upgrade our budget. Just fudge it with the budget. Well, that does level up a good bunch of homes. So that'll be nice at least. More income for us. And now let's get started on an actual more decent park, I think. We do want one by now. And right here on the corner, it seems like a good place to start our first city park. I'll have to scroll down this list, and I'll first have to create a park area, it seems. Just dotting it here will do. So that unlocks us our park stuff. Now let's start deciding what area is going to be our park. So it's not going to be a massive park, it's just a bit of entertainment near the neighborhoods, and I already told you it was going to be quite a boring neighborhood. The park will kind of reflect that, I think. Only one entrance, and I hope I will get this right. Let's turn off the grid, by the way. Way easier to draw in a nice square that way. Maybe we'll leave some room for some commercial. Well, this fog is actually troublesome. What do you know? Okay, now I can delete that one and actually connect it proper. And we will have a nice square park. Or at least, except for the commercial area over here. Which we might as well fill in with one shop for now. Another bookstore over here. Why not? Why not? So let's also draw out a park path in here. Changing our snapping to road length and just drawing it until here and adding a square over here on the corner. I think this will just about fit a nice cafe. Yes, it will. And we can also add a restaurant to this side of it. Or maybe not, maybe it just about has not enough space. But we can fidget around with it a little and try to fit it anyway. It has a nice little sweet spot on the corner here. And a park info booth could be added over here. So now we have a nice atmosphere for our park, which will have to be free. You're not gonna pay to get into a crappy park like this. It's free for everyone. Now let's also change up our park district with our right mouse button so it actually suits the shape of the fencing. That's better. Let's historicalize this one. How is our town center looking anyway? Did I historicalize everything? Seems like I properly did. How nice, how nice. I usually tend to forget, especially early on. So now we actually can see our decoration again, and I think it does look quite okay. I did want to add in 2 restrooms, not for functionality but more for aesthetics over here, with dirt baths behind them. Let's snap to the grid for this and just draw this in. Now we have the decoration of the neighborhood entrance complete, and I think it looks quite nice. So let's get ourselves another 2 streets of houses plopped in. We do need a lot more residents, and we're not going to get them without placing any houses. I think we'll need to supply some more water as well. People drying up is not the goal of this town. Let's, while we're out of the plopping screen, also apply some zoning, upgrade our water budget, because it seems to be just that little bit short. And let's of course leave our regular spaces for pathways, which we will start supplying now. As you see, we have some 2 wide pathway spaces. Let's just connect them like this and pull this one through first and then connect the rest, which is slightly easier. So now our neighborhood will be nice and connected up, which we of course really love. And I hope the Blenholme residents will as well. We are building this town for them, right? So also a few more trees in here. You know, the usual. Hours and hours of me planting trees and making this city worth looking at, because I really don't think a barren city is worth looking at. Don't know if you agree with me. Hope you do, because I really like placing trees, and I wouldn't like stopping doing so just for your viewing pleasure. Not that your viewing pleasure is not important to me, but having fun building things is almost equally as important to me. So this looks quite a bit better already. We will fill up squares like this with props later on. Did I not put a path through here? I think I didn't. Ooh, shame on me. So, grid snapping. I see I forgot a lot of pathways actually. But we will get through that rather quickly, I hope. And that will also be a nice close to our episode, I think. Lots of walkability and lots of unfinished business, like always. Yeah, Blenholme. It is becoming its own place already. Let's also rework this connection a little bit, because we need our citizens to have multiple ways into the town. We're currently pushing them through just one connection, I think. And if I lived here, that probably wouldn't cut it for me. So this should be a little better. Let's connect this one in here. It won't let me. Okay. So let's remove this road. Turn off the guidelines. And then freeform it. Like this. And of course remove our traffic light. So now we can press play again. We were forcing all the traffic through here, I think. Yeah, if you get into this neighborhood, it will be through here. So now we have this other connection. I hope people will be happy and pick it up. It is a faster way to their home after all. Let's also make sure they don't count this as a junction anymore. It is not anyway. It's just the highway moving into an area without a median. An area with a median. And let's also toggle automatic despawning off, because in real life things don't despawn either, right? That seems like a good spot to end this episode. So I want to thank you all for watching and wish you a good rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the outro and see you next time for the next episode of Blenholme.